Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're in Shimbashi, one of the biggest business districts in Tokyo. So there's tons of big skyscrapers, lots of big businesses and salarymen as far as the eye can see. But there's also lots of top-rate restaurants and bars. So tonight, courtesy of Arigato Japan, we're going to be taking a hidden tour, or hidden gems tour, and checking out some of the best food there is to eat in Tokyo. And joining me for this video, tour guide Satoshi. So please introduce yourself, Satoshi.
Okay. Hello, my name is Satoshi Kataoka. I work for a company called Arigato Japan. I was born in Tokyo and I live in Tokyo for 30 years. Tonight we're gonna actually check this very famous area for locals, which is called Shimbashi area, which is a lot of local people actually after work always come here for drinking and eating. So it's actually called Salaryman's Heaven. So tonight we're gonna drink a lot and eat one of the best local foods in Tokyo.
Can't wait, we're going to heaven. And I was told not to eat before, so
yes.
I ate breakfast about 7 hours ago.
That's a good way.
I am starving.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Exactly. Let's have a lot of good food.
The tour begins as we assemble at the rendezvous point at the front of Shimbashi Station. Before we head to the first restaurant, Satoshi gets the group acquainted and we all give a short self-introduction to get the evening started. We then head out to our first undisclosed location to try one of my favourite dishes in Japan. Straight away in the first restaurant, trying one of my absolute favourite things on the Japanese menu. It's hon maguro, sashimi, which is just basically raw tuna fish, but it's hon maguro is like the most purest cut of the tuna. It's super juicy, it's very pink as you can see, and I've got a little bit of wasabi on here, a little bit of soy sauce. Let's give it a go. So good, so juicy. And it's almost like it's fluffy, it just falls to pieces in your mouth. So if you're not avert to raw fish and you come to Japan, it's absolutely my top recommendation for Japanese cuisine. One of the specialities here is oden, a kind of stew that is packed full of daikon radish, takinoko bamboo root, and shirataki noodles. Also on the menu is a dish that's probably a little less common in the West. Right, so I have tried this before. It's kind of cheating a little bit, but my second attempt at chicken sashimi. The first time I tried it, it wasn't bad. It's just, I think it was very cold, so I couldn't really taste it. So let's see what's going on here. I've got a little bit of wasabi on here. That's good. It just tastes like fish, actually. Once you get past that mindset of, I'm going to die of salmonella, then eating raw chicken, actually, it's pretty good. I recommend it. With our first stop completed, the evening is well and truly underway, and despite not knowing anyone else on the tour just an hour ago, we've all quickly bonded over our common love for food. For you guys at home considering coming on one of these tours, you might be wondering, what kind of people might be joining you?
Actually, a lot of type of really people come to our company's tour, but mostly people who have interest with eating, of course. The people who want to eat local food, they always choose our company because actually we really have a good reputation so far. And also, like, it's kind of a little bit still difficult to find a good tour eating food tour. So actually we have a good reputation, so I think that's one big reason people continuously come to my tour too. And a happy thing, I work only for 3 years, but already met same people too in our company.
Next up, we'll be getting our fill of seafood. This restaurant serves mainly grilled fish dishes that are prepared right in front of you. A large barbecue-style grill is built into the table, so as your food sizzles away, you can also enjoy the cozy warmth of the fire and a lovely cup of sake. Oh, I'm going to try and do this without spilling this everywhere. Satoshi, what did I order?
This is a sweet type of sake. It's called kamekuchi dori. And it actually has a very peachy kind of a fragrance.
Okay.
So actually there's a lot of good sake options here. So this is a fruity one.
Nice.
You'll love it.
It's overflowing, but peach is like my favourite flavour of everything. So somehow, without dropping the camera, without dropping the sake. Oh, that was difficult.
And also there's a
lemon. It's quite strong, but so much momo flavour. Love that peach. Having eaten my fair share of Japanese food already, I already knew most of the things that we'd be trying on this tour, but despite my experience, there were still some dishes that I'd never seen before. Satoshi was always there to answer my questions, and even when he didn't know the answer, he was determined to find it for me.
So regarding this fish called genge in Japan, you could eat everything, including the head, okay? Because this fish is not that popular. You can't find it out in Wikipedia or Google, but it's a very popular fish in a place called Toyama. And actually, it wasn't major that much. Actually, it was easy to catch this fish, this head. It was easy to catch this head. So actually, some people throw it away in the old time in Toyama. But after year 2000, this fish got very popular again, because actually we found it out that this fish genge, including the head, it's very nutritious. It includes a lot of collagen in this body. So when you eat it, you could grab at least another one day. So it's getting very popular. So you should eat it.
So Satoshi's advisory, I need to eat the head of this genge fish. You don't find it on Google. You can't find it anywhere on the internet apparently. This is just Japan special. And I don't know, the face just looks horrendous. So we'll see what happens. This is weird. It's like the eye was like mushy, and then like the head is crunchy, but it was a lot more hollow than I thought it would be. Yeah, I don't know. I think the taste is like the taste is fine, but because I know it's a head, it doesn't taste that great. So I'm gonna wash that down with some peach sake.
It's like top of everywhere, and we are probably the laziest everywhere.
Our penultimate stop for the evening sees us getting well and truly mixed in with the locals at a back alley izakaya, which is a very common style of restaurant in Japan. Usually frequented by workers freshly clocked off from a long day at work, izakayas specialise in quenching your thirst with cheap drinks and providing a varied menu of shareable dishes to pass around amongst your friends and colleagues. Oh, it's starting to fill up a little bit now, but still got a lot of room left. Next dish is tofu and wagyu in a kind of miso-based soup. So first we're going to try the tofu. I'm not a big tofu guy, but this actually looks pretty nice. Wow, that's got a lot more flavour than I'm used to with tofu. That's very nice. Yeah, it's kind of really, it's just absorbed all of the soup, so it's got that flavour, exactly. But the wagyu, this is, I mean, it's wagyu, right? We know it's going to be good, but let's just try it out anyway.
If you don't like sour taste, I won't really recommend it, but it's actually really good.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Should we go for another bite? I think we should. It's like it's been stewing for days. I don't know how long they've been stewing for, but that's what it tastes like. It's so succulent, so soft. That might be the best thing we've tried yet.
This is a must if you come to Japan. It's called Sashimi.
Ah, nice.
7 secret spices used from Edo period. 1,000-year history. Oh. So you put this on yakitori a little bit.
So the key is that
Make it more flavor, fragrance.
the keyboard is the same.
And thank you to the chickens.
Japanese colleague.
Itadakimasu.
But she's very English, and when she writes, she's
Oh my god.
in English.
At this point in the evening, we've managed to ravage our way through a fair amount of meaty dishes, which suits my palate just fine. But as fans of Japanese cuisine might already know, vegetarians and vegans still have a pretty tough time trying to find good food to eat when travelling in Japan. So I was curious to hear Satoshi's thoughts on this matter.
Actually, we are very trying to be flexible. So actually, we have a tour which is focusing for vegan people too. But to be honest, it's very difficult to find a vegan places in Japan. It's really difficult. So we are always making an effort to try to offer vegan food too. Actually, it's very difficult to find out what's the best food option. But definitely, I would recommend ramen. Because ramen in Japan, there's huge amount of variation, and you'll always love ramen eventually when you come to Japan.
Dish after dish of incredible food is starting to get the better of me, but I have conveniently left enough space in my stomach to squeeze in a dessert. To finish off the tour, we try out one of Japan's most popular sweet and sugary street food treats.
Okay, so this is a little snack in Japan. It's called taiyaki. Tai refers to a sea bream. Yaki means grill. This fish used to be this sea bream used to be a very expensive fish. So some person invented to shape it like a sea bream and started to sell it because it's a lucky fish in Japan. It's really tasty. Outside is a little bit crunchy, and every ingredient is amazingly homemade, which makes this piece special. Okay, maybe. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay guys, so that's the end of the tour. Lots of delicious food, lots of secret little places tucked away in the dark corners of Shimbashi, and it's all thanks to Satoshi over here, and thanks to Arigato Tours for arranging this whole thing. Is there anything you'd like to add just before we finish up, Satoshi?
Yes, I also had a really great time. I'm pretty kind of full. We also
Yeah, me
went
too,
drinking
yeah.
a little
Very
bit more
full.
too, a little bit, and also it was a really enjoyable moment for me too. So I hope that you also have, that this tour makes you a little bit interested too. So my name is Satoshi. Looking forward to seeing you in Japan.
Thanks guys. For anyone interested in taking a tour with Arigato Japan, you can find some links down in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Kantan Japan, and hit that bell notification for instant updates on future videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.